All right, so um, this is a question that somebody asked me tonight during online office hours. So I wanted to go ahead and make a quick video of this, how to do this problem, and so you guys can see it. Hopefully, it makes a little bit of sense. So let's take a look here, guys. This was number 3 in the homework out of 2.5. I'm sorry. So just in case you're wondering, this is out of 2.5. This is problem number 3. Okay. So let's take a look at what we have here. It says, in a survey of 98 resorts, it was found that 29 had a spa, 37 had a children's club, 54 had a fitness center, 12 had a spa and a fitness center, 15 had a fitness center and a children's club, 5 had all 3. Okay, and it says complete parts A through E, so we'll do that together. So let me see. Let me do this first. I'm going to draw my Venn diagram. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So why don't we say this is the fitness center, this is the spa, this is the children's club. The order in what we put them in is not really all that important, okay? So just a quick reminder, guys, we're always going to start from the bottom up. So the first thing I'm going to do is look at the 5. 5 had all 3. So that 5 is going to go right there in the middle, okay? So now that we have that one, look what it says here. It says 7 had a spa in a children's club, okay? So this is my spa circle, okay? And this is my children's club circle. Those two circles overlap here, and the total number here is going to be 7. Well, if this one is already 5, that's going to have to be 2. Okay? Let's come back over here. Look what it says. 15 had a fitness center and a children's club. Okay, so here's my fitness center circle. Here's my children's club circle. Those two circles overlap right in here, and that total has to be 15. Well, if this is 5, this one's going to have to be 10. Okay. And then the next one here says we had 12 that have a spa and a fitness center. So here's my spa circle, right, the one on the right. Here is my fitness center circle, okay? Those two circles overlap right here in the middle. That total has to be 12. Well, if this one is 5, that one's going to have to be 7, okay? All right, let's see. It says 37 had a children's club. That means everybody inside that circle has to add up to the number 37 for the children's one, okay? So let me get my calculator going real quick. Here we go. Turn it on. Clear it out. Okay. So everybody inside this circle has to add up to 37. But let's take 10 plus 5 plus 2. That's going to give me 17. So 37 minus 17, that's going to give me 20. That's going to be my number right there. Okay. All right. Okay. 29 had a spa. So everybody inside the spa circle has to add up to 29. Let me get my calculator again. Let me clear this out. So I'm going to take 7 plus 5 plus 2. It gives me 14. Okay, so I'm going to take 29. 29 minus 14 is 15. And that's for the spa, so that's going to go right here. And then one more is 54 had a fitness center. So everybody inside the fitness center circle has to add up to 54. So let's take the numbers that we already have, 10, 5, and 7. 10 plus 5 plus 7 is 22. So we're going to go 54 minus 22. It's going to give me 32. That's going to be my number right there. Okay, guys, one more number before we stop. Told me we had a total of 98 resorts, okay? So I'm going to add up all these numbers on the inside of my circle here. Okay, so let's clear this out. Let's go 32 plus 10 plus 5 plus 7 7 plus 15 plus 2 plus 20. Okay, that adds up to 91. Well, there's a total of 98, right? So if I say, what's 98 minus 91? That gives me a total of 7. Okay, that's going to be the number that's outside of my circles, but still inside of my box. Okay, so what I want to do now is I'm going to use this right here to come back and let me see if I can find it for us. Here we go. Come back and answer these questions. So the first question says, how many only had a spa? Okay, only had a spa. So guys, if I come back over here, only with the spa would be that 15 right there. So if you notice right here, I'm going to click 15, and I'm going to go chickadee check, and there we go. Okay. Now, the next question says, how many of the resort surveyed had exactly one of these features? Okay, exactly one. This only has a spa. This only has a fitness center. This only has a children's club. That's exactly one. So if I take my calculator, let me add those numbers. So let me clear this out. I'm going to go 32 plus 15 plus 20. Exactly one would be 67. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to type in 67, and there we go. Okay, now it says how many of the surveys of the resort surveyed had at least one. Let's think about what the term at least one means. At least one means that they could have 1, 15, 32, 20, or they could have 2, these 2, that 7, that 10, or they can have all 3. Notice, guys, what we're doing is we're adding all those numbers up. Didn't we add up all those numbers up earlier? And I want to say we came up with something like 91. So if I come back over here and I type in 91, there we go. Okay. Now when it says how many of the resort surveyed had exactly 2 of the features? Exactly 2 is this 2, that 7, and that 10. So if I take my calculator again and go 10 plus 7 plus 2, that should give me 19. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to click on 19. And okay, part E says, how many of them had none of the features? So guys, remember, none of the features is at 7 over there. So let me click on my number 7. And I'm going to go chickadee check, and there we go, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. The main thing I really want to mention is the most important thing was drawing my picture. Remember how we started off? We started off in the middle, right? And we came to these numbers here. Let me see if this thing has an eraser. There we go. Okay, so here's my eraser. Okay, so remember, the first thing we did is we started with the middle. Then we did this piece, this piece, this piece, this one, and then that one. So you're starting from the middle and then kind of going through there, right? And then the last thing we said was, okay, what about that number? Oh yeah, that's that guy right over there, okay? Anyway, hope that makes sense. Let me know if y'all got questions, all right?